69 years ago today, Green Bay, WBAY, made history as the first television station on the air here in Northeast Wisconsin, the second one overall in the state.
Of course, a lot has changed since March 17th of 1953, but one thing that has not, and that's our mission to bring you the very latest news, weather, and sports as they develop. And to mark our 69th anniversary, Jeff Alexander filed a series of reports today looking back on our station's history. Tonight, he joins us once again to explain how WBAY's legacy lives on.
Cammie, I know I speak for all of us in saying there is a tremendous amount of pride when we walk in the door every day. WBAY has always been and remains the most popular go-to station in Northeast Wisconsin. It's a legacy we all take very seriously. For many in today's WBAY family, this station is a part of their earliest memories.
I grew up watching Channel 2 and WBAY, and now to be here as part of the team, I mean, I'm incredibly honored. We have such a strong tradition, amazing journalism, and passionate people.
Station I grew up with. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We grew up as a kid. The noon show was must-see TV. We grew up on a farm, and you shut up during the noon shows. That's when the farm markets were on.
Mike Austin, Channel 2's farm specialist, brings you the only complete agribusiness report in the area.
And then it was just the station, and I still think it's that way.
Friends, we in the news department here at WBAY TV are quite excited today.
And it's all thanks to the station's pioneers, both those on the air and behind the scenes who worked at WBAY for decades.
Len Eilenfeld was a guy who worked with the Packers and worked here. You know, Rex Marks, Chuck Ramsey. Les Sturmer was a guy. Bobby Nelson. If I had $5 every time somebody asked, how was Bobby Nelson doing before he passed away, I'd have been a rich, rich man.
Good evening, friends. We are pleased to have you join us.
As the first station on the air in Northeast Wisconsin, WBAY's history is unmatched, and we hear that often.
When you say you work for WBAY, people are like, oh, legacy station. I've always watched that. I grew up watching that. And now I'm getting to the age where people are saying to me, I remember watching you when I was younger, and now they have families of their own. So it's coming full circle.
Like many of our predecessors, WBAY has become a second home for many of us, a family-like feeling on the air and off.
What you see on television, we are real, and behind the scenes, all of us together, people who work in production and sales and marketing, photographers, we're all together.
People who were here 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, I came up with a lot of you guys. It's you were at my wedding, you know, and that's just crazy to me that, you know, to see people. And you have families, and now your kids are, you know, off on their own, and it's kind of cool because we keep people, which is part of our legacy.
A legacy now spanning nearly 7 decades. And while a lot has changed technology-wise and with the tools we use to gather the news, other things have not.
A much faster pace, but I think we still have that tradition, we still have those values, and that has stayed original. You know, to its core, we are who we are, and this tradition is carried on at WBAY.
I've always felt, from my perspective, I'm just trying to carry on that tradition of the people before me. You know, the Chuck Ramses, the Les Sturmers, Joe Schmitz, guys like that, Bobby Nelsons, that kind of blazed the trail for us to be where we are. We're the second TV station in the state of Wisconsin. And we kind of set the standard. People learn how to do television, how to watch television through us. And we continue on that tradition. We continue that legacy. My job is just don't blow it. I mean, it's simple as that.
I don't think you have to worry about that, Bill. And hey guys, hard to believe, next year, our 70th anniversary.
It's been so fun to look back today.
No, I realize some great friends.
I know,
great
we
times.
see the pictures, and we see pictures of people we used to work with, and it's, yeah,
Some of them
naming
no longer with us.
Yeah, and it's touching, yeah.
It is.
But it is family.
That's right. Yeah. See you next year.
Wait till 70. It's going to get even better.
This is nothing.
All right, moving on.